Hey everyone, welcome back to the Chapelfed channel. I am going dead into the wind here today, so I hope you can hear me. Today's topic of discussion is not one that I really have much on the agenda for, but that's where you guys come in with your comments. Today we're going to talk about the rides you have planned for this year. So as we're starting to approach and get into riding season, what rides do you guys plan on going on? How many of you have already been to Daytona for Bike Week? How many of you are going to Sturgis? How many of you are going to go to Laconia? And I don't know if does the West Coast do anything? Maybe, I don't know. Ooh, that's a lot quieter doing that. Whatever I'm doing right now, Ruroc, listen. Make this so the helmet doesn't, because no wind noise, no wind noise, wind noise. That's crazy. I just right all hunched over like this now. Okay. As for me personally, I don't have much on the agenda for that because I'm a dad and
I'm a man who discovered the wheel and built the Eiffel Tower out of metal and brawn.
You know, I got kids and obligations to stay home, and you know, I could probably get away for a couple nights, and I'm hoping I am able to do so. I know I've talked about it last year probably. I think when I was doing the review of the cheap knockoff ferry from Amazon for the Dyna, that Dad and I still want to get to Independence, Kansas. Again, that's just my birth town where I kind of spent the first 12 years of my life or so. And I just think it'd be kind of cool to ride through the old stomping grounds, see how things have changed, either for the good or the worse. So in preparation for that ride, I have to kind of start thinking about what bike I would take. Not something I really even thought about last year, but it is actually something that has kind of crossed my mind. Would I take the Dyna or would I take the V-Rod? And right now, it's a toss-up. Because you might be thinking, man, that V-Rod doesn't look comfortable for a long distance haul. Like, well, it's shockingly more comfortable as far as, woo, don't you dare pass going up a hill, you jackal. Oh, okay, never mind. Anyway, sorry. I shouldn't be mad at bikers, bicyclists. Anyway. But no, my dilemma here this year would be which bike. The V-Rod is surprisingly, for me, very, very comfortable, and I love it. It just fits me perfectly. However, the Dyna has so many upgraded parts, the suspension, and I even have luggage for it and things along those lines. It's like, really, the Dyna makes more sense from a touring perspective. Now, when I say touring, we're riding for one day for about 140 miles and stopping at a hotel. That's what touring is for this guy right now.
You call yourself a man?
If I take this, I know I'll have to take my backpack, and anytime I take my backpack, it just ends up hurting the back, you know. Adding that extra 30 pounds of weight, 20 pounds of weight, however much it is, across your shoulders, and then just kind of leans back on you, it does have an effect on you, for sure. The Dyna has my saddle and luggage that goes over my step-up seat, but then that conundrum is, well, I have my saddle and step-up seat, which those two are meant to go hand in hand with, but my more comfortable Whiplash Speedco seat, I don't know if those two things are compatible. I actually haven't bothered to check. You know why I haven't bothered to check? Laziness.
It's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Don't care?
Really, I got just lazy. There's no other real reason behind it. Oh, well, I guess the other reason why I haven't really thought about it is Dad just brought this up to me again yesterday as far as if we would want to do it this spring. Once the dreaded C word is detained and under control, stuff like that. So, I guess that will be the question for today. Two-parter. One, where do you plan on going this season? What major trips or bucket list items are you going to cross off? And then two, if you have two bikes in your garage that are very similar as far as, like, oh, that was weird. Hope the camera picked that up. So this question ends up being a two-parter. One, where are you planning on going? And are you going to be crossing any bucket list items off of your list here today? And then two, if you have two very similarly styled bikes, so like for me, I have the Vrod and the Dyna, which are both, to me, kind of bar hopperish types, but other people might have like two touring bikes, like a Road King and an Electra Glide and things of that nature. How do you make the decision as far as which one to take? Or do you always just take one that you know is going to work out for you? So that being said, go ahead and post your comments below, and I will catch you on the next Dark Side as this is the way. Chopper Fit out. See ya.